Hey guys, welcome back to Beast Quest, Series 2. This time we're on Book 4, Vipero. Now last time we left off, I said that his name was Vipero, but it's wrong, it's actually Vipero. And I also did the same with Epos, it's Epos, because she's actually a girl, so it makes more sense that way. In all honesty, you can pronounce the name however you prefer. And if you're wondering why I'm being so quiet right now, it's a bit late for me, so I've got to keep it down. But I'm going to go to the story. After Tom and Eleanor defeated Sultra in Marinelle, they left the village, got some herbs from Aunt Maria, and they go into the desert. Of course, they're looking for water to find the next beast. They looked the map and they figured out that they're going after some leg armor this time for the golden armor set. They go and find this woman who has a sick child in a village, but there's no water, and they do have some water on them, but they're trying to keep it because it's hard to find water around here. And now the woman's son is sick, and in exchange for aid from Tom and Eleanor, they'll get water. Turns out Eleanor knows about medicine and herbs, so she knows how to crush them and grind them and all that. So they take Aunt Maria's medicine and give it to the boy to bring him to life, not heal him up, and in exchange they get water. They go into the desert and face the wraths of the elements, and then Malval shows up with a twister, similar to how the mummy worked. And he tells them that he has, if you doubt yourself on this heat, then if you doubt yourself like this, I'm going to lower the wizard Adaro into a pit of tar. So he constantly through the book he has to keep reminding himself this, otherwise his friend will die, possibly worse. What else? Checking my notes. Now Manavos does summon a twister, but what I don't understand is he summons a twister, and instead of using it to crush them, he doesn't send it after him, he just lets it fade away. And unless then he drops it probably on top of them, and Silver gets buried. They rescue him, take the animal friends, put them under a rock, and then they find a trail that leads them to Vipero. No, they figure out, oh, where's Vipero? Then I'm wondering, how do they know Vipero's name? I don't recall Malval telling them his name at all in the last book, so that's a plot hole, but it's nothing major. This probably happened last time, I think, as well. So they try and sneak up on Vipero, but their water gets leaked and they lose all their water. Eleanor screams about this, which alerts Vipero, and then they scuffle around in a fight. What else? I like the fact that they're being quiet and stealthy at the time. But anyway, they come across a river, and Tom looks up to see Vipero in his tracks. Tom comes up with a plan. Says, you go over there, and I'll distract him probably. So one of Tom's plans backfires, of course, though, when Eleanor gets bitten by the snake, and she's taken out. I like the fact that at the time, Tom's chainmail can't even protect her from Vipero's heat, which is that's interesting to figure out. With Eleanor out, Tom gets his strength back when Storm and Silver come, and Storm and Silver actually fight back a beast, which is incredible to see Storm actually do something. I've seen Silver do it a few times, but now Storm as well. This gives Tom the upward confidence, and and they with the animals here, they are able to help Tom cut off the heads. After that, the body Vipero isn't finished, his heads can go off independently, and they try to attack Tom. I'm guessing the animal friends have been sidelined, so Tom calls Epos the Flame Bird, and this giant phoenix has to beat these tiny little heads, but they're very nimble and small. Tom comes up with a bit of a plan to take a cacti and squish them together, Then he plummets his sword, Epos puts her talon in, and then she burns Vipero, and he turns into a bunch of green snakes, and another beast is free. Similar to how Claw was burnt by Inferno, and he turns out to be a bunch of innocent monkeys. It's the same thing with Vipero here with the snakes, where he turns into snakes, because how else would he wear the golden leg armor if... And Claw, how would he wear the chainmail unless he was an innocent animal? So that's the answer for that. At the end of the book, with the help of Epos the Flame Bird, and some medicine from Aunt Maria they had left, they used it to revive Eleanor, Malvolsha, and they have a ride from Epos the Phoenix, or the Flame Bird, and they're not burnt, so I'm guessing if you can ride him, that's a nice thing to ride her. And fun wrapping it up, Malavel warns them that you will never want to see a spider again in the next Beast Quest. So that's something to look forward to. And this is, we'll be ready for it. Oh yeah, and it says Malavel's a coward for not finding his own battles. Yeah, and that leads up to the next Beast Quest then, with Arachnid, the King of Spiders, I think it is. So look forward to Arachnid on our next Beast Quest. Just to wrap up here, my thoughts on Vipero. It wasn't as good as Sultra. It was better than Sepher. It was very similar to Claw the Monkey, with how the armor worked. Now, other than that, I would say it's worth a good read. And keeping up, I'm gonna look forward to reading Arachnid, the King of Spiders, just so you know.